a queen in all my glory, writing my own story. Bow down, world, and see my reign.
Hi, welcome. This is Danielle in A Walk in Her Sneakers. We came to get our roots done, and this is
Candy. Hi, how are you?
So we are so excited. We are going to talk a little bit of self-care, as well as, you know, if you want to do something different for your hair, also the different services that she has to offer here. And she is a boss babe. She owns a salon, she owns her own chair. So just kind of touch a little bit based on what it takes to become a boss babe. So Candy, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I am 36. I knew I wanted to do hair earlier on in life, probably in my 20s. But I didn't know how I was gonna do it. I started off school as a single parent. It takes it's like a job. You have to do class 8 to 5, and I just could not do it at that time. So fast forward, I had attempted school during the summer with my kids being out of school. I'm like, okay, I can manage both, being a manager and doing school. Got halfway through, decided, you know, stay on my path of like being a manager and taking that, and I learned how to open stores with either franchise or corporate businesses, and I just realized, like, I just want to work for myself. I want to be able to own what I'm working towards, what I'm working for. So I feel like management experience really helped me open up during this journey for hair. And so I went back to school and I got my license for hair, and I didn't know right away where or how to start opening up a salon, or like, I don't know, even like places or how to do it. In school, they don't teach you that. They just teach you how to get your license practically. And going in, I went to a commission salon, felt like I was working for somebody again. I just felt like that wasn't what I was looking for to have my license done. And so I did that for a year and a half. I learned what not to do in a salon environment, and really took that and ran with it. I ended up going and being solo and having a booth and paying rent, and still now being an independent contractor. I really enjoyed that for myself, but I knew I wanted to help more people and not just myself. So again, learned what not to do in a salon environment, and I wanted to implement all that in my own spot. So got the wild hair and said, I can do it. I know that I can push towards it and really, I guess, put everything that I learned into a box and create something for other stylists. Because I feel like in our career, or this career path, I feel like there's a lot of cattiness. I feel like there's a lot of people that don't want to help each other, or like, you know, they want to gatekeep whatever it is. And it's like, there's someone for somebody. I don't specialize in men hair. I don't specialize in really like coily, curly hair. Those are things that I don't know how to do. And I figured if I could bring it to one place and have different stylists be able to specialize in what they love and create a community within each other, I think is amazing. But here I also had the chance to have 2 more suites, so having other beauty services all in one spot. So that's where Candy's Beauty Lounge came in, because it's like, I want you to be a real lounge and enjoy yourself and have a self-care day. So it's like, I have an esthetician who does full body waxing, who does facials, who does lash lift and tints. Then I have a nail tech who does dry pedicures, regular pedicures, like acrylic, gel, you know, and they're all very informal, and I feel like everybody will teach you what's good for your hair, skin, and nails all in one spot. And I don't know, that was the part that I missed, was my own community and being able to build that with the beauty services, for sure.
So being a single mom, what best advice do you have to other single moms out there just to pursue their dream? Because that's a huge accomplishment. Like,
oh yeah,
because you started young,
yeah,
and you knew you had to hustle to take care of your child.
Correct.
and it's just things just weren't going to be handed to you. So like what's the best advice that you can give other single moms, or just someone who is currently married and has a child and wants to pursue dreams but finds it hard to do that?
Remember to put yourself first. Your kids are watching you, so you want them to know it doesn't matter what age you are, to go back and pursue your dreams. It can be hard, and you may not even have the support from your family like you think you would, but if you don't take a chance on yourself, then how are your kids going to take chances on themselves, you know?
Right.
And want to pursue other things too.
Let me tell you something about Candy, y'all. She's a Pisces like me. We are super sensitive, but one thing we do is we love to bring others up. Mm-hmm. We both understand that you can't go through life, be successful when you're willing to put others down. So look at me looking like Angelica from Rugrats, y'all. Literally, this is what this reminds me of. But that's how me and her connected, and I've been coming here for a little over a year, maybe a year and a half now. Mm-hmm. And when I first met her, I was just like, okay, this is my girl. Like I want to grow with her, because you know when you meet a hairstylist, you either love them or hate them the first go around. I loved her just because she did her thing on my hair. I went blonde at the time, and she said, that's what you want to do? Cool, we're going to get you there. But she tells you, she's like, understand, we're not going to be platinum blonde the first go around. Mm-hmm. I am naturally black hair. And she warns you, and I get it. I've used to work in the beauty industry years ago, so I understood that it takes time. But then you start, creating a relationship with someone takes time. So you start to kind of build that with them. But Candy, tell us, I know you mentioned a couple of your services. What's the full extent of your services here? Because I do know you have someone that braids, Correct. Someone that specializes in extensions. So tell us more about that. T specializes in natural hair, does silk presses, hair treatments. She's very, we all are, but she's very out there about like taking care of your hair and just really putting the integrity of your hair first. So she does do braids, she does do twist, and then just any protective styles is what she really likes to do as well. And specializes in curly hair, whether it's really coily, type C, type A. And then for Miss Clara, like she does doing lived-in color. So like if you don't want to have that high maintenance to come in every single 6 to 8 weeks and want to do like 8 to 10 or be like a three times a year client, we have that person for you. Extensions, it's me, T, and Hannah. We all specialize in the weft, like the sew-in weft extensions, tape-ins, and K-tip. Now, one of us does do more of like the I-tips, and then down the road, I know T wants to step out more into like the integration, like in extension. So like someone that is dealing with either a lot of hair loss or has had cancer treatment and wants to be able to have hair. Okay. So it's more of like a sew-in, but now it's like a mesh integration. So it's like takes care of all this part of the hair, and usually that's where the hair goes when you're going through those treatments. And then vivid colors, like the fun pinks and the blues and the greens. The mermaid hair is really what people like to call it, either mermaid or unicorn. And yeah, that's what the girls do for stylists, but that's what they specialize in. Yeah. So tell us about, I mentioned in my previous episodes that I had a lot of hair loss. Mm-hmm. What is, as you stated, people who have had hair loss because of cancer treatments or because of weight loss, medications,
yeah.
What's your best suggestion for them?
Definitely come in for a consultation. Everybody's hair density and type is very different, but also your day-to-day routine is very different too. So for Danielle, I know she loves putting her hair in a hat and wearing it up, so I wouldn't recommend right away the sew-ins, just because you're lifting them, yes, but also her hair's so fine, I don't think it will hold up as much as she needs it to, but also she could split it up where it's not a full row and just do 2 slices. Or, just being able to come in and really just dissect your hair in your day-to-day routine really does help us figure out which method's going to be best for you. And beauty budget, like, we all work with that. We can start one step and then work towards the next goal for hair.
Okay. Well, as a business owner, what do you feel like has been the toughest obstacle for you? Probably finding personalities that are going to collaborate together, and really fine tune or find people that are going to be positive, because we're such in an industry where we have to not only uplift our clients but each other. Right. Especially in today's society, women are we're degraded because we're told that, oh, you're women, you can't own businesses, you can't. We're just in a primarily just manly world.
Yeah.
So when you start to hear the term boss babes,
Yeah.
it's literally women supporting other women, like, girl, you're a boss babe. Like, you can do this. And I do, I've had conversations with people that just to understand, like, the hustle is not in everybody. And what's your take on that? Because I feel like it's really important that we uplift other women.
For sure.
Because if we're not going to do it, no one else is going to do it for us. So what would be your words of encouragement to another boss babe?
Yeah. Honestly, not everybody's going to take you serious, and that's okay. If you take yourself seriously and you know what your ending goal is, go for it. Do not, pass, collect, and go. Like, I want people to understand, like, we're all here for the same reason. I don't feel like any of us are competition for each other.
Right.
And a lot of women tend to go through that category. They're like, they start to compare. Don't compare yourself to someone else. You don't know their journey. You don't know how they got there. And a lot of women do that. And sometimes even men, they don't take you seriously because you are a woman, and they think, oh, well, like, she did it because of a man. No.
Yeah.
Honey, my husband, yes, he helped me, encouraged me to get to school, but I put forth all the effort. He helped me here and there to build, maybe to, like, just encourage me along the way. And I'm glad that he did that. But at the same time, like, I had friends that were encouraging me and saying, Kenny, like, that's amazing that you're even doing that.
Right.
Even if you don't think they're watching, they are. They are. Yeah.
Wow, that's so true, because a lot of people do say, oh, the husband helped her, oh, the husband supplied this, to an extent, right? It's and not to put husbands down, because things we know, y'all definitely emotionally support, financially support, just y'all are there, and that's important, right?
Yep.
But it's like just a powerful song that is playing in regards to a woman. But it's just so I'm listening to the song.
Yeah.
It's just so important that, like, yes, we have that support from husbands, boyfriends, significant others, spouses, whatever the case would be. But it's like we also have to own up to, like, hey, we did this ourselves too. Like, you get the gratitude, the kudos just as much. So let's talk a little bit about, because when I came to you over a year ago, I wanted something different. I wanted to be blonde. You told me it's a process. We're not going to be beautiful blonde like Candy is, y'all. She had pink hair and literally obsessed with it. Another reason why I love her salon, because she's all about pink. What is my podcast? All about pink. So I love it. We connect on that too. But tell us, for someone who wants to go through a makeover, we just want something different. We don't want our one colored hair. So for example, for me, what if I tell you I want to come in, get a haircut, what would you tell me for my skin tone, my face shape, what would you tell me is like the best advice to go about?
So definitely I always start with like your day-to-day routine.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I can be like, yeah, girl, like, you know, this would XYZ would be great for you. But if you can't maintain that at home,
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to be able to see yourself the same way you see yourself here. You may not have the same tools as me to
Right.
be able to style that every single day or have that type of hair every single day. So I like to see what day-to-day routine is. With our skin complexion, like I definitely wouldn't be like, go vivid. No. I feel like she is more of a natural colors. So like the caramels, the browns, the reds, even like the black that, you know, she's steering away from. But I think in general, like those natural colors suit with her. If she did blonde, she could pull off blonde, but it would have to be more of a warm tone to bring out that, because you don't want to wash out and then not it fit you at all. Haircut, she could honestly pull off anything. Her face is already elongated, so if she had long hair or even short hair, it's gonna make her still look as she's still sleek and very long and like has a great jawline. So it's like she could probably pull off even a pixie cut if she wanted to, but I'm not recommending that for her either. We're on our hair journey to keep growing, so I don't mind doing like the bobs on her. It just makes her look fierce, very sharp. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was a vendor of mine at a market. She does this, and then what is the best? Because you know we talked about skincare routines.
Mm-hmm.
What is the best? Let's just start with a simple routine for someone who wants to have healthy hair.
Okay. Definitely doing your every other day wash. I would not recommend, and this could be it doesn't have to be for everybody. So like oily hair, I probably wouldn't recommend it. But every other day, yes, definitely doing that. Going to sleep in a silk bonnet. You know, our friction of our hair, whatever type of hair we have, it's gonna cause friction because we're tossing and we're turning, and that causes breakage. Not putting your hair in such a tight ponytail. Get different scrunchies. Get different type of scrunchies, or get a claw clip, or just doing other styles than just pulling it back. Because over time, just like men wear hats, they get hair loss. For us, we pull it so back and restrain it that we're gonna cause our own hair damage, our own hair loss in that immediate area here without having any hormone change or premenopause or after having a baby. But if we're doing that during those cycles of our life, it's just gonna get worse.
Oh, you see, I'm really bad. You'll always catch me like in a ponytail or a high bun, always.
Yeah.
And I even tell her, but like, that makes so much sense to me because I do take it off and then I will find a lot of hair in my ponytails. Okay, so on like product wise, what would you suggest is like, if you have to tell someone like with a low budget, someone who doesn't care to do much other than just wash and go to sleep or wash and go on about their day, what is some products that you must absolutely have to go, like you have to use, like you won't give in on?
Definitely having a leave-in.
Okay.
A leave-in product is going to keep our hair moisturized, keep having a heat protectant inside of our leave-in is great, so you're not having to layer so much. Especially if you use any heat tools, you want to protect your hair from heat. If you don't put cookies on a baking sheet and just throw it in the oven without putting this non-stick spray.
Yeah.
So, also, same thing with their cookies. We don't cook them at 450. So your iron should not be at no 450. It should be at 325.
Okay.
Whether that's the straighten iron, the curling iron. Now your blow dryer, you can't really like control it. So that's why the heat protectant comes in, and it's great. Definitely keeping your hair moisturized is one thing that a lot of people tend to forget. So winter and summer tend to be our times of season where our hair does overly get dry. So having that moisture, so whether it's in our shampoo or conditioner, or even doing a leave-in or like a cream at the end of our things. So you don't have to have all three. You just have to have it in one of those bottles that you're
Okay.
going to use.
So what's your, if you had to put a brand out there, mind you, we're not endorsed. If
Yeah.
we had to put a product out there, brand and all, what would you suggest?
Budget friendly, Matrix or Amika.
Okay.
If you have a little bit more money to splurge because you're not doing color, or you are and want to just keep protecting it, Redken is a really good one. And Kenra's also a budget friendly one too. But if you don't have the money to go and do professional products, L'Oreal tends to hold a really good line in stores, and they're almost the same ingredients of what professionals use.
Okay.
It's just at a store level, like Walgreens, Walmart, stuff like that. But I would advise not to buy any Redken or any other professional products inside of Walmart because they're not endorsed. They don't have contracts with them. So what you're buying is not the true ingredients.
Wow. Because I have seen them at H-E-B.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen them at Walmart.
Correct.
Like Kenra too. It works for Kenra as well.
Mm-hmm. Any professional, because those are big box stores and they don't
Okay.
have contracts with them.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So for instance, like Ulta and Sephora, would you be okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Because they have a hair salon in their side,
Right.
inside
Oh,
the
that's right,
facility.
yes.
So they're using true professional products.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, that's really good to know.
Mhm.
Because if I go to H-E-B, I used to use Redken products, and if I were to go into H-E-B, I would literally just grab it because I was like, oh, this is here.
Yep.
Although I will say, because we think it's at a grocery store, it tends to be cheaper. Sephora and Ulta specifically, they carry coupons, so
Yep.
you can go in and purchase it with a coupon. So it's essentially going to be cheaper going in through these other like boutique stores, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can always go to your favorite hairstylist and go support them.
Yep.
And purchase it through them because y'all do get it from a credible source.
Correct. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, we get it from the professional like wholesale stores, right? But also I'm the kind of stylist, and I kind of teach my girls the same thing. Like, our clients are gonna go and buy the product whether we show it to them or not.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna go out and source it. But if you can price match, just like what Ulta does, they price match.
Mm-hmm.
You can do the same thing. You know, I price match from Ulta or Amazon, whatever's cheaper. That's what I price match to.
Okay.
If something's on sale, which sometimes there's a monthly sale, I will also reduce it for my clients too, because I got it at a sale price.
Okay.
So to me, it's like, why overcharge when they need it for their hair?
Yeah.
Like, if they want to protect their hair, if they want to have a certain, like, if they like what it does to their hair while they're sitting in the chair, they can't recreate that at home. So I like to offer that to them so that they have that accessible to them.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so I know you like to team up with charities, women's shelters.
Yep.
I feel like you started your own business. You've been very blessed. What do you do to bless others?
I know last year I did a back to school like free haircuts. So kids it was like a real estate company that hosted it. They gave away free backpacks and supplies and snacks, and I provided free haircuts. I would be doing that again this year, but now I don't have to be by myself. I'm gonna have a whole team.
Yeah.
I won't have, it won't just be me. I'm also wanting to pair up with another pantry that does, like they do, it's Blessed Boutique, and they don't have any restrictions on like asking for information for food, home goods, and clothing. I want to go up there before school starts and do that with them so that they can also have haircuts done. Additionally, I know I go and give my own, like I volunteer my own time to Blessed Boutique, aside from just doing the haircut. So I like to give back because they need help too. You know, they're a nonprofit and there's not a lot of help out there coming from our industry, and I feel like I want to give back even more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, right. Your business continues to be blessed when you bless others, and when you live that lifestyle. I mean, you definitely, obviously, you see it. It's the outcome.
Yep.
So, we're to the end of our interview podcast episode. Give us a good piece of advice, just life in general, whatever you want it to be.
Okay. Just treat others the way you want to be treated. I feel like that is a golden rule that people tend to forget. And I don't think if you kept God close to heart, that you don't continue living the life with him. And I feel like he's definitely helped me through this entire journey, and even meeting great people like her. So no, I'm excited. God bless everybody, and I hope that y'all have a great weekend.
Thank y'all. We'll see you on the next one.
I am a queen again. I walk through life with head held high, stars and moon